And welcome back, everybody, to Drop the Green, episode 58. We're going to start off this episode here with who we're dedicating the episode to, as always. We're going to have an overview over driver celebrations, different types of driver celebrations, our favorites. We're going to recap Chicago. A lot of interesting stuff to talk about Chicago.
There really was. I was pretty impressed with how it went down. I don't know if I expected it to be. Well, I would just get into it. I'll save it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
I got to get through the show sheet.
I know. I'm sorry.
We're going to recap our standouts that we've been tracking all year, see where everybody's stacked up. We got a couple interesting ones here.
Yeah, we do.
We're going to do our predictions for Sonoma. We could probably guess the winner, but we're still going to do predictions for Sonoma.
Yeah.
Spencer will lead us in our Drop the Green bets, and then we will close with the Choose Who zone.
Let's do it, man.
But my name is Colby.
My name's Spencer.
And let's drop the green.
We're in the land of shining coal, back down that valley where the roosters crow, and a man defends his own. I got no problems if I stand alone in the land of shining coal, back down that valley where the roosters crow, and a man defends his own. I got no problems if I stand alone.
That shot tastes a little bit better than plastic bottle.
Yeah.
Wild
yeah,
turkey.
I'll give you that. It definitely way smoother. But as you know, the reason that we don't get good whiskey is because our supporter list just never grows. No one cares about us. No one wants us to drink good whiskey.
Really?
And we're just out here just huffing it on Wild Turkey 101.
Are you saying the supporters just fund our alcoholism on a Tuesday and Wednesday night?
They try to.
Yeah, they try to.
And they don't do it well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They suck at it.
We're about to have to go to Hurricane.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's embarrassing. It's what it is.
It is.
When I have to pull out a plastic bottle on the show, it just shows me that I'll never be good at podcasting.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, the listeners are mad at you, Spence.
Why are they mad?
Because episode 57.
Yes. Episode 57, man. We had to edit some stuff out.
We did. We had to edit some stuff out. Since he's not here, I'll kind of talk about it. Austin was on the pod last week there on episode 57, and he got a little emotional. What? He got a little emotional just because he went over his short track racing, and he got really sad and started talking about how he wasn't very good. What? Are we not supposed to talk about it?
We tried to edit that out last time, and I literally...
Dude, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to say anything.
Yeah.
Well, just be sure to edit this part out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to remind me.
Okay, yeah, I'll remind you. I'll remind you.
Thank you.
Yeah, but Austin got a little sad boy about I'll never be a race car driver. And,
Dude,
just not a good look.
When I say sad, man, it was, that's why I'm telling you, we had to edit a big portion of it. The show is over 2.5 hours long.
Wow.
And it was almost 3 before the editing. And he would, literally go into it, and he'd be doing good, and then we'd have to cut it because he'd, freaking ball.
Dude, he was telling me while we were golfing, he's like, I'm so sorry for ever giving Corey LaJoy a hard time. It is not easy to hold a line.
No.
Yeah.
He was, in shambles crying.
Yeah.
He was dude, I'll never be good. Mm-hmm. It really makes me want to try at it, but I know I won't be any good. I'll never live up to Corey LaJoy. He literally talked about that.
Yeah.
So...
He looked like Weekend at Bernie's out there.
Yeah, it was bad, but we got to take this out.
Yeah, we'll take it out for sure.
Mm-hmm. Remind me.
Thoughts and prayers for Austin.
Yep, thoughts and prayers. He needs them.
But nobody will know because we'll definitely take this out.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Well, Spencer, we were on episode 58.
Yeah,
what
a number, dude.
Did you know that this is one of the least used numbers in NASCAR?
I found that out rapidly.
Did you see that stat too?
I did.
Yes, dude. Our overviews may be, or our dedications, I always call it overviews.
I know.
Our dedications might be a little short and sweet
They're
today.
going to be very short. Mine is, anyway. You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to hit you with my boy right here, Doug Moore.
Of course.
Okay? And you want me to tell you what I found out about Doug Moore? Doug Moore ran 13 races in this 58 car. this Hudson 58 car, I do believe. That's what I found out. Part-time guy in the 1960s. Often finished mid to back of the pack. So his best finish was 12th. I couldn't even find out where he was from. I swear to God. I swear. I went to Racing Reference. I went to driver averages, and then tried to backlog some stuff there. No Wikipedia on this guy. It literally, I'm asking ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I'm asking ChatGPT, find me something.
They don't have the technology yet.
And he's listing sources, okay? Because I was like, he would tell me something, and I'd be like, hey, I need to know.
Your ChatGPT's a guy?
Dude, yeah.
Okay.
You think he's a girl? Or is yours a girl?
I mean, I just never thought about it.
No, mine's a dude.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's a dude because I talk...
ChatGPT.
Chad. Yeah, he's Chad. He's chadding it up hard.
Yeah.
Also, side note, because this dedication is going to be really short, I asked ChatGPT about Drop the Green.
I saw that you texted that.
Yeah.
What did...
Hold on. I want to read you what it said.
Okay.
I want to read you what it said because I still think I have it pulled up.
It found it? That's insane.
Not only did it find it, dude.
Oh, dude.
Dang it, I don't have it pulled up.
Oh,
Hold on.
dude.
Hold on. I'll just ask it again.
Just ask
live on the air. You guys should all do this. This was wild to me. It really was.
Terrify me, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Do you know Drop the Green podcast? Okay.
Okay.
And it says searching the web.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
For NASCAR fans, Drop the Green, hosted by Spencer Morgan and Austin Sanders. This is a weekly NASCAR.
I didn't even make the list.
No.
Oh,
Chad don't know about you.
Damn.
They discuss current races, season analysis, driver breakdowns, betting picks, predictions, and historical insights. Each episode runs about an hour and a half to 2.5 hours. Recent episodes include recaps of Darlington, Pocono, and big driver features like Kyle Larson, Kurt Busch, and more. It's a prominent show in the NASCAR space with around... Hold on. This is what it says. And I'm reading what it says. And it's a prominent show in the NASCAR space, around 27 episodes so far, and averaging weekly releases. Ain't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
We're prominent?
We're prominent.
Where's our hard cards?
That's what I'm saying. We're a prominent podcast according to ChatGPT, and we can't even buy glass bottle whiskey. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What do we got to do around here,
dude? I don't know. I mean,
but isn't that wild though?
That is crazy. Like it knows
being
that.
To know that, like it just pulls that from our show. And in the other one I went into, I asked it a couple more questions, and I won't do that. But it was I was like, what's on the show? And it gave me like a breakdown of the additions, the overviews, the standouts, the drop the green bets. It like had a whole thing on the bets. It was like and I was like, oh my God. Like that's just wild to me.
That is crazy.
That it just knows, because we're not a big show at all. And again, I do love you guys who listen. I seriously do. I harp on you a lot, but you guys are great freaking listeners, and we couldn't do it without you. This is why we do it. But
for sure,
that was so cool that ChatGPT freaking pulled us up and like listed us off like that. That was cool.
It kind of hyped us up a little bit.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. But Doug Moore. Doug Moore, driver of the 58
Doug Moore
Hudson.
knows this podcast, or ChatGPT knows this podcast.
Yeah.
Does not know Doug Moore.
He does not know Doug Moore. I asked Doug Moore. I asked ChatGPT about Doug Moore. He didn't have anything. So,
dang.
Yeah. But he knows about Drop the Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what did you learn of Doug Moore?
I just told you. That was it, dude. I couldn't find anything else. He never won a race. He ran 13 of them in his 58 car. And I don't even know where he's from. In the 1960s. That's it.
Okay, I think I have the guy that's before that in that 58 car.
Okay.
Okay.
Hit me with him.
So my guy, his name is Johnny Patterson.
Okay. Hold on. Let me put this on the screen.
He also...
and this image right here, I'm sorry, is Getty Images. Yeah, I can't.
There's two pictures.
Yeah, copyrighted to them.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't do anything.
I think NASCAR needs to do a better job at documenting their historical drivers, if you want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because this guy ran a bunch of races.
He actually has the most starts in the number 50
58,
car with
yeah.
20.
20.
Now, Johnny Patterson, he is from Huntington, West Virginia. I was able to find that out. Could not figure out when he was born, but I know that he passed away in 69, July 5th, so pretty recently. But has the most starts in the number 58 car with 20. He raced from 52 to 59. So I think that that this guy was right before your guy.
Yeah.
He raced the 58 car from 1952 to 1954, and he raced for HB Rayner Motorsports in that 58 car. So maybe that's the same guy or the same people who had Doug Moore.
Maybe so.
Maybe so.
I don't know.
We will never know.
No, we won't. No, we won't.
During his time of racing in NASCAR, he had a total of $6,000 in earnings. Spencer, can you take a guess how much $6,000 is worth now from like 54?
$6,000. I'm gonna say like $100,000.
Not terribly far off.
Okay.
His total race earnings was $71,969.78.
So dude was a kind of a legend.
So he did have the best results in the 58 car overall, although he never got a win. Some other guy got a win, but it was pretty short stint.
That's who I was going to do it first.
Yeah.
And I also couldn't find much on him.
Yeah. But overall, best results in the 58 car. He had 4 top 5s in that 58 car and was the runner-up at the 1952 Southern 500. God. So there is.
I mean,
that.
we're talking this 58 car is around like the very start of NASCAR, and then we haven't seen it since.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much.
He was driving the Hudson Oldsmobile, I believe.
Yeah. The Hudson.
The Hudson?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I read the Hudson, I thought of like the Hornet.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it that guy? And then it's not that guy.
No, it's not that guy.
That guy.
That guy actually does have a rich history.
Does he?
Yeah.
We should try to do him one day. But Patterson, I don't have much more. Patterson was not a fan of road courses. They used to race like the Daytona road course back in the day, and then there was another one that I forget. But during his span, his average finish was around 50th place.
Jesus.
They had a lot of cars back then, apparently.
Yeah.
Couldn't figure out how many cars they had. Did look at that, but couldn't really find a good answer.
So if they had 100, he wasn't doing bad then.
I doubt they had 100. He was more favored in short tracks with an average finish of 18th place. And then, like I said, through his entire career, he had 6 top 10s, and 4 of them were in the 58 car.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So that is Johnny Patterson.
Johnny Patterson. Well,
Johnny Patterson.
This episode goes out to Doug Moore and Johnny Patterson. I hope your families listen to this because this may be the only time you're ever spotlighted on anything. But
hey, we hope not.
We hope not. We hope not.
There just needs to be more information on them out there.
Yeah, that's such a good point. Like, and I think we can hit on this and then we can move on. But that's the tough thing with how our sport was set up back in the day. And Junior talks about this a lot, about how stuff is so family-oriented and families don't talk all the time. Yeah. You know, and you lose those stories of, like, I guarantee Johnny Patterson and Doug Moore have some good stories. You know, that they could tell about their time in. And if you don't spend time with those people, their families, if they weren't able to spend time with them, whatever it was, got busy, had to provide, working all the time, and they weren't able to pass those stories down, we never get to hear them.
Yeah.
And to me, that is a lost thing that our sport is, I think, motorsports in general, that suffers the most on stuff like that. Because, like, even when football and stuff created, I mean, you can trace that stuff back. I mean, they documented everything. But, dude, when you get into the Grand National Series of NASCAR, the very beginnings, I'm talking, it's tough. It's like picking up grains of sand. You have to dig.
Unless they're like a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
It's tough to find on people before 1970.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Because I've been doing a lot of these older people. Mm-hmm. And it's tough. Like, I go on like page 3 of Google.
Yeah.
And I'm clicking on almost every link that looks like it could be anything.
You're digging.
And then there's not much.
And I think that's the same thing. Like, you have to really dig through. And and it's not just on NASCAR. It's on how these. It just sucks because we can go back to Austin's overview about Newport Speedway that we talked about that he raced at. Dude, that has such a rich history, but unless the paper, like the local Newport Chronicle or whatever
Didn't
it was,
call it a legendary track?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did before he cried. and if they don't, if the local paper doesn't do anything on it, dude, you have no idea what's going on. You know, because those tracks, they don't update records at all. Maybe they have files way back in the way, but those could have burned.
Yeah.
Those probably burned. So it would, if you open up a NASCAR track, which is my very dream, there's a track I want to buy close to my hometown, but if you were to open that, I mean, I think you need to have your own website and highlight drivers all the time, because those guys mean something too, even the local guys, you know, because they're putting on shows at that track. But sorry, that's my soapbox getting on about local tracks. Need to do a better job of stepping up and providing us with that history if they have it. So keep better track.
Promote your business.
Exactly. Promote your business. So it goes back to Bowman Gray. Bowman Gray has been around for centuries almost, you know. It might be the first oval ever. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
I think the first oval was the wheel, brother.
yeah. No, that's a circle. I'm talking an oval, baby.
Yeah.
There ain't no cars that run on ovals. They run on circles. Do you know what?
Point.
Yeah. I got you on that one,
Yeah,
boy.
you did.
Yeah, I did. But yeah, just keep better track and really try to highlight those guys, and that's why we do this.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we do this, and we couldn't find much for 58, so it does sound sad, but we do our best.
We're
really
getting into
do.
tough numbers.
We are. We're getting
into
tough.
numbers.
We'll get good when we get to 99. We'll get to the best car out there. When we get to number 90, episode 99.
Best car out there.
Yeah, Daniel Suarez.
Yeah.
Speaking of Daniel Suarez, you want to move into our overview?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. So this week, me and Colby decided. Colby decided. He gave me a great idea this week. Let's do driver celebrations. I thought this was a fantastic idea to do.
Thanks.
We'll just start it out. What's your favorite driver celebration right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
God, I hate that we're probably going to agree on something, but I do love the Ross Chastain watermelon.
And the only reason I think it's it's just so different.
And it's unique to him.
It's unique to him. I think all drivers should have a unique celebration. And me and you can actually reference different sports other than the other guy that's on the show sometimes.
Yeah. Every now and again.
Yeah. But in football, guys have different celebrations for stuff, you know? And granted, you know, people steal those celebrations, but it normally originates somewhere from some guy doing something that we had never seen before and taken off. Like, to me, the first one that comes to mind, if I'm right, Justin Jefferson with the gritty.
Okay.
Like, wasn't he the first one to do that?
Yes, he was.
He didn't invent the gritty,
right?
I don't think, but he was the first NFL star to do it, I think.
Yep.
Right?
Yes. I believe that's correct.
And so it was dubbed kind of with him, and I think more NASCAR guys should definitely do that type of uniqueness. They should have that edge to them. The watermelon is fantastic. I think it's something just with Trackhouse, really. I think. And again, I know this is going to be super biased because I'm a Ross fan, but I do think...
That's true. All of them have... Suarez has the pinata.
Yes.
And then I love SVG's rugby ball.
Yes.
I love that.
They all have a unique celebration when they win. And so it's like, why can't more guys do it? Burnouts are awesome. You always need to do a burnout. I mean, that's why we hate Ryan Blaney, because he's like... You know, you don't
beat the horse.
Shut up, dude. It's not
We've
an
been
animal.
in the sun for 4 hours.
Yeah, we want to see you do a burnout.
Do a burnout
for real. But yeah, they do such a great job of
he does sometimes
of laying in or leaning into their uniqueness of what makes them drivers and part of their character, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. Trackhouse, to me, again, bias, is changing how the drivers, the teams, and everything should be ran.
Do you think that Trackhouse tells their drivers to have a unique celebration, or is that just coincidence?
I think it's them not putting very strict stipulations on them. I think that's what I don't think they like, hey, dude, you guys need a cool celebration. I think it's more like, hey, man, dude, you won. Do whatever the hell you want to do.
Well, they do say that they're kind of a marketing business company.
Yes.
So maybe they do tell them.
And well, I think
market yourself with this. Stand out.
I think Justin Marks is really good at selling the fact that any publicity is almost good publicity.
Yeah.
In that fact, where he's like, hey, we have to respect our sponsors, respect them in the best way you can, but dude, be yourself. You drive for one of the best teams in NASCAR, man. If you win, dude, let's celebrate like we won a freaking championship. And I love that.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do. I mean, they have everything about them is spectacular, and there's no other team like that.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I mean, Chase gets out of a car, and he's like, I want to thank Napa. I
will say the most emotion I saw out of him was after that Atlanta race.
Yeah, because he hadn't won him 44 times.
And he went up in the stands.
He probably forgot he could win.
Yeah.
He probably was like...
Chase hate.
Yeah, no Chase hate. But he probably forgot how to win, didn't know what to do.
He was doubting himself, probably.
Yeah, he should.
No Chase hate. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll edit that out.
Yeah, edit that out.
Yeah.
That and Austin's, don't forget.
Yeah, don't forget. But no, I think the other team, Trackhouse does such a good job of not really putting restrictions on their drivers and making them think about it. Mm-hmm. I think that all the guys at Hendrick probably have strict things that they can say, like, hey, dude, when you win, you thank your freaking sponsors.
Yep.
And you answer the questions and you get the heck out of there.
Byron has a big hat.
Yeah.
That's his thing.
I'll give him that.
But it's in victory lane.
Yeah. It's not like they come out there.
I want it on the front stretch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want everyone to have a celebration on the front stretch because that's more of them.
Yeah.
That's their personality shining. And
then I believe it's Caitlin Larson. That's his wife. Is that correct?
Caitlin Larson?
Is Kyle Larson's wife?
Oh, okay, yes.
She shotguns a beer.
Yeah, she does shotgun a beer.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Because Kyle Larson doesn't have enough personality to have his own.
No.
Yeah.
He probably...
I do like Kyle
Larson. Is he
Larson.
old enough to drink?
Kyle Larson? He has 3 children.
I'm sorry. Is he tall enough to drink? I thought that was a height requirement. That's why we only let Austin take shots on the show because he's not. He doesn't reach the height requirement. To drink.
That's probably why I did so bad. He couldn't reach the pedals when he did the experience.
Yeah, that's mostly what he was crying about.
He's like, if I leaned down real low, I could floor it, but I couldn't see out the steering wheel.
I know.
Yeah.
What is one driver celebration you hate? You have any celebration that you hate?
God.
I mean, the first one that comes to mind is Blaney's.
Blaney's
is piss poor.
Blaney's is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably...
And it sucks sometimes because, some guys will never experience what a win's like.
Yeah.
You don't? And honestly, some guys, at first I used to hate, like, the crying, the raw emotion sometimes. But, I mean, man, if you've never gotten a win before, it means that much to you. Like AJ.
Yeah.
AJ did that when he won.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, that really, like, sent it home. Like, hey, he races out here every week, and he mostly has less than a 10% shot to win.
Yeah.
And then he wins, and it's like, dude, he can do whatever he wants.
I think the ones that you hate are just the guys that win, and then it kind of feels like a waste of watching the race because they're not excited. And a lot of that comes from guys who win a lot.
William Byron.
I know I already said this, but Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
He seems happy to win, but it's not crazy to him just because he's won so much. I mean,
Joey?
I guess.
Joey doesn't have a cool celebration. He wins all the time.
I mean, Joey burns it down, at least.
I'll give you that. Joey does burn it down.
Oh, one that I like, not to keep, loving on all your guys, but I did like how Kevin Harvick would always put Keelan in the car.
Yeah.
That was cool.
He started that, for sure.
That was cool.
That was cool.
Because that was a good little father-son moment.
Yeah.
Every time.
And now they're racing against each other.
I just want to think about the ones I like. Kyle Busch's bow.
Kyle Busch's bow.
Kyle Busch's
yes,
bow.
Respectful. We didn't touch on it. Denny Hamlin's I just beat your favorite driver.
Yes.
Dude, he needs to keep that up. I know he was like, wasn't it a thing about his dad?
His
where
dad
he
didn't
was-
like it.
He didn't like it?
Yeah.
Dude, I love how he got over that.
Well, he's like, sorry, Daddy.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
But you lean into that so hard because that's the personality that we want right there. That's what we
Yes.
want. That's what we want to hear as fans.
Yeah.
Like, dude, when you win, I want to hear Denny Hamlin say, I beat your favorite driver.
I want to say something you hate.
Yeah.
You know who I love to see win
Who?
because of his reaction? Austin Cindric. Austin Cindric is always so excited to win.
He is. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Like, he's like, he can't believe it.
It literally.
That's what I love to see. Because
I
then
know.
it's like I didn't waste my Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, so if we had to rank.
And then Alan Kowicki's
Polish victory lap.
Victory lap.
The thing that Blaney brought back.
Yep.
Dog water. Dog water. Okay, it may have been.
Well, probably was cool back then.
It probably was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were like, "Oh my God, cars
Well,
can."
you can't go that way.
Yeah. Let me see you. You know, let me wave at you. And then when Blaney does it, I'm like,
Yeah.
"This is so
Alright.
dumb."
Yeah, because he didn't do any smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't do any.
He didn't do nothing.
It's so dumb.
Yeah. He does every now and then.
I know, but it's like, come on. I mean, he did one at Nashville while we were there,
Yeah.
and it was like, okay.
I hope he gets over that.
I hope he does too, because it's like just a waste. But I just wish that they could, like, even if it is shotgun a beer, like
Yeah.
Kyle Larson's wife, because Kyle Larson can't drink.
Yeah.
You know, but
Soft.
yeah.
Well, it's probably because he's got to wake up at 6 a.m. and race a dirt race.
Yeah, probably. He's probably actually he's already won. His wife is shotgunning. He's already on the helicopter
Yeah.
to go to a late model
Yeah,
race.
'cause
or
he'll
something.
do
Yeah.
anything but NASCAR.
Yeah, he'll win anything but NASCAR. apparently.
Yeah. Heard that. Yeah.
So I don't know. I just wish those guys would like figure something out, even if it's almost corny a little bit.
Oh,
Like,
one more I want to say.
Yeah,
I'm
go
just
ahead.
spouting them off.
Yeah.
Carl Edwards backflip.
Yes.
Yeah, that was always cool.
Is there anyone athletic enough right now that could do that?
Had to be a young guy.
I think the first name that came to mind, Tyler Reddick.
Tyler Reddick can't do a backflip.
I don't know. I just feel like he could. I feel like he's small enough to do a backflip.
I'm not one to body shame, but he's got a little chubby.
He is a bigger man. He's put on a little weight.
Yeah.
But I think that's just being a dad now.
Yeah.
He's got to bring on that dad bod.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess having two kids will do that to
Two
you.
kids will do that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else could do a backflip?
You think Carson could do a backflip?
No, he's too tall.
He's too tall.
Dude,
Yeah,
he'd have to get on like. They'd have to put the car on like the top of the Victory Lane stage, and then he'd have to do one off of that. You know. I don't know. Maybe he could. He's definitely young enough, but dude, when you're. I mean, look at JD. That dude's so uncoordinated.
Yeah.
And he's 6'4".
Yeah.
Like he's like a baby giraffe.
He'd fall on his beautiful head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it hurt it.
Yeah.
You know, and then you couldn't teach about anything.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think who else. Who could do a backflip? I'm really trying to get the wheels turning on this.
God, I don't even know. I don't know. It would have to be somebody.
It couldn't be
super
Chris Buescher.
athletic. Who is super? Bell? Do you think
C.
Bell?
Bell. I don't. Isn't it weird that I don't think.
Because you got to be in insane
I
shape
know.
to do a backflip.
I know.
Who's jacked? Ricky.
No,
Dude,
Ricky's
he's got great leg muscles.
He does, but he's wide. Ricky's wide.
Yeah, he's a stout.
You know,
fella.
like is he aerodynamic enough to backflip off a car?
Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
Probably not.
What about John Hunter Nemechek?
He probably could. He could probably do a backflip.
You know, he's young enough.
Yeah.
He's small enough. I feel like he might do one. I would love to see him throw a football first, though. For some odd reason, I am connecting how well you throw a football to how well you can do a backflip.
Dude, I can throw a football okay.
Yeah.
Cannot
Can't
do a backflip. No.
Yeah, okay.
On a trampoline,
Okay,
I
so
can
that's
do
a
front
bad.
flip.
That's a bad one.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been able to do the backflip.
Okay.
Too scared. I can't commit.
Too scared. I feel like we're missing somebody huge here. Briscoe can't.
No.
He's got twin. He's too big.
Yeah.
Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs
Could do a backflip.
Yeah.
Ty Gibbs is the guy.
Yeah, he's
If we
about
had
to
to-
backflip to the Xfinity Series.
He just got a second place finish.
I know, but it was funny.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah.
No,
No Ty Gibbs hate.
No Ty Gibbs hate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ty Gibbs might be the dude.
Bubba's in shape.
Bubba's in shape, but he's too big.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
But honestly, Carl Edwards is pretty
In
big.
this episode of Drop the Green, we're thinking about NASCAR drivers' bodies.
Yeah, yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Leave in the comments who you think would make the best backflip. We have pointed to the comments so many
Larson,
times.
probably.
Larson probably could, yeah.
Larson, yeah.
The only thing that he's like really good at backflipping besides his body would be his car. Yeah, he's good at backflipping a
quote
car.
unquote tire went down.
Do we think Priest, as many times as he's barrel rolled, can do a backflip?
Dude, he'd do a backflip, get PTSD.
Yeah.
But Priest probably.
Yeah.
I mean, Priest is in good shape, I think.
He's in not bad shape. I've seen him in person. He's a tall man.
Yeah.
He's tall. He's taller than you think, for sure.
So probably not. Tall people can't do backflips.
Maybe not.
Yeah. You don't have enough clearance. I would think.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's how
I'm
it
not a
actually
gymnast.
works.
I don't know.
I'm not either.
I mean, I will say.
if you're a gymnast, comment.
Yeah, comment.
Comment if you
if
think you could do back. If you're a gymnast and a NASCAR fan, really niche.
Really
Really niche.
niche.
And you listen to
Drop the Green. There might be.
there's
not a soul.
There's not
There's
a
not a
soul.
soul.
There's not a soul.
Who could backflip the best? I think it's got to be Ty. I think if
It's
we're
gotta
ranking
be
them,
Ty.
it's got to be Ty.
Yeah.
And then I'm putting John Hunter Nemechek up there. One more for top three.
One more for top
One
three.
more for top three. One more name. Cody Ware. Dude, he might be happy enough to do a backflip.
Yeah.
You know?
Corey LaJoy.
Honestly,
Honestly, dude, he's stout.
He is stout.
He's
stout, short. He's kind of got like a Ricky build, I feel like.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's more athletic than Ricky, though.
I do think he
you know?
is. Yeah.
I do. No Corey LaJoy hate.
No Corey LaJoy yet.
Yeah.
We've never done that.
I feel like he could hit a couple threes in a three-point contest.
Oh, he
You
definitely
know?
could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means he could probably do a backflip.
Byron?
No, I feel like he's so unathletic. Because you know why?
He started from iRacing?
Exactly. Dude,
Yeah.
he just grew up playing video games.
He's a nerd.
He's a nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like
you.
into superheroes.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I would never be into superheroes.
No.
That's dumb.
But you played video games all the time.
Wah, wah.
Oh, you do love superheroes.
Yeah,
too.
dude. Yeah. I play video games and I like superheroes and NASCAR, you know, so.
I love how this entire overview we've been talking about who could do it back.
I know, we have.
We have.
But we
okay.
hit on the big points about driver celebration. So
Wish
I mean,
more of them had them, for sure. I wish more drivers had unique
That's the whole thing about
celebrations.
this. We're trying to get this to take off. So when your driver wins, whoever that driver is, dude, tell them to do something cool that we've never seen. And even if it's not cool, that was the other point I was going to make. It's like when we go to these oh my gosh, I think it's the shootout. It's called something shootout, and it's right before the Chili Bowl, I think. I cannot remember the name.
You thinking the Budweiser shootout?
No,
back in the day.
No,
baby.
it's a dirt race. It's a dirt race. It's right before the Chili Bowl. We watched it, and it's in. I'm pretty sure it's in Oklahoma. It's in literally the same building the Chili Bowl is. It's called something shootout.
Okay.
And when those guys win, they put a cowboy hat on them. They give them freaking 6-shooters, and they let them fire them.
That's cool.
That's cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So like, dude,
bring your gun to the
that's
track.
what Noah could do. Noah's always in a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Give him some 6-shooters if you ever won.
Yeah.
Just let him fire those dudes.
Yeah.
Do we fire a gun at a race?
Do we fire a gun?
Like you know at football games we fire cannons.
Uh-huh.
Like is there a race that when you win you get like a firearm?
It would have to be Texas.
I feel
But
like
I
it
think
is.
they
I
just
feel
get
like
a
it
hat.
is Texas.
But they get a little pistol, I think.
Maybe
Or
they do.
No, they do. I don't know if they do.
I don't remember.
I know they get a hat.
Yeah, they get a. Yeah, it would have to be Texas.
Yeah.
Huh.
They might need one in Chicago.
All right.
Yeah.
That's why we're moving to San Diego.
No Chicago ain't.
Yeah. No Chicago.
I really want a deep dish pizza.
Yeah. All right. Since we're on Chicago, you want to recap it a little bit for us? What you got, recap wise?
So, we'll say, are we doing the rating? Or just
Yeah, race rating for sure. What you got?
Should have thought about this before. Give me a 7.6.
Dang, dude, you're so. I gave it a 7.9.
Okay.
I think that's exactly what it was. We saw a lot of different things. This street course is to me, fantastic. Like, because it's so narrow. We don't get to see that a lot anywhere else we go as how narrow that is. I mean, I'm talking like when two cars are next to each other, like there's no room. And we saw that with Carson spinning out, and it red flagged the whole race. And
an 8-car pileup.
Yeah, for literally him spinning by himself, pretty much, which was wild. But that just shows you how narrow that is, and that would never happen anywhere else.
No.
I mean, so to me, that's cool. I hate that it happened so early a little bit, and actually
took a lot of dudes out.
Yeah, it took a lot of cars out that may have been in contention, which kind of sucked. But how narrow it is, I think, really plays into how this race plays out. And we saw a lot of passing, a decent amount of passing. We saw cars that could move up a little bit. We saw different strategies playing out. I'm glad it didn't rain.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
Chicago deserved a rain-free weekend.
Yeah, first time, I think, ever since it's been there that we had zero rain, all weekend. So SVG wins again, won the Xfinity race, and then he won the Cup race.
Yep, absolutely swept him.
I mean,
making us look bad, but really happy for SVG.
Yeah, he's just so good.
He's so good.
It's so crazy how much he is on a different level. And sadly, I'm not going to say too much because I feel like we're going to be talking about it again next week. I mean, I don't know who can beat him.
Are you bummed out we have 2 road courses in a row?
No, I was going to kind of get to that, but I'm ready for another short track oval at this point. Like we had Atlanta.
What do we have after Sonoma? Indy? Or no, Dover. Dover.
Which is an oval, but it's not.
It's concrete.
It's a concrete oval. It's got some high banking, but it's not.
It's not the best racing.
No.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to be the craziest show. I'm actually going to that race, so I'm excited.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. But I don't know what to expect. I think when I get there, it's going to be fantastic. Just the whole experience. But I don't know exactly what to expect.
No, I don't. Is there a casino by it?
Yeah, there is.
There is?
Yeah.
You going to go to the casino?
Probably.
Red or black?
Yeah. I don't know whatever Ben Burrows says.
Dude, you got to listen to Ben Burrows.
You have to.
Yeah, the man knows.
If you guys need red or black roulette advice, let me give you a phone number.
That was the craziest.
That was the craziest night ever. Yeah. Craziest. Yeah, we'll say that for a bonus episode. Yeah. No, a couple more things I kind of wanted to highlight. I mean, the race was kind of straightforward, and you chime in whenever you want. Bubba Bowman was crazy.
Crazy.
I mean, they were getting after each other the entire time. And I didn't want to throw it in standouts because we're kind of tracking Bubba Briscoe instead of Bubba Bowman. But, dude, they were the in-season challenge matchup, and to me, that was the only ones that knew that they were in an in-season challenge.
Do you think it had anything to do with the in-season challenge?
I think it did a little bit.
I don't think it does.
You don't think so? You think it just dates back because they've kind of been getting into it a little bit?
They've been getting into it a little bit. And also, I don't think it was any one person's fault.
No.
I think they were equally...
Dude,
that was fun to watch.
Yes.
I will say, pissed off. TNT did not show at first the spin.
I know.
TNT coverage, man. Not good.
So I actually went back. Of course, I watched the traditional broadcast. Did you know they did an alt broadcast of this race?
Yeah, they do one with Larry Mack and...
Harrison Burton's dad. Jeff Burton.
Jeff Burton.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I was watching it yesterday and today before the show just to get a feel. I just wanted to see what it was like because I didn't touch it at all. I didn't want to watch a traditional broadcast.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cool that they tried to branch out and do something different. It was awful.
It was awful.
I hated it because they. And I don't know exactly what they got rights to cover because you know how that is. They can probably only cover certain. Now they pretty much showed what TNT was showing. So they showed exactly what TNT was showing at the same time, but their commentary was all about the in-season challenge. And it was almost too annoying.
I feel like it's just 2 old men talking.
It was.
It's like talking to Austin for a while.
That's such a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Larry Mack almost cried. They had to edit it out, Yeah. It was embarrassing. But no, it just felt really... There were moments like when Bubba and Bowman are going at it. That was a very cool moment that you kind of got to highlight in the in-season challenge. But dude, after that, I mean, they were Tyler Reddick's moved on, Ty Dillon's moved on, just because all the people that are facing had wrecked out. You
Yeah.
know, with it got caught up in the Carson Hocevar stuff. So, you know, it was like, yeah, I can see a potential for it, but
I don't think they keep.
You
doing
don't think they keep
There's
doing it at
no way
all?
that many people are watching it. Everybody wants to listen to Dale Jr.
I think you're right.
You know
I don't
what
know.
I mean?
I would love to see the difference in the viewership there.
Yeah.
Because, like, again, I didn't watch it live. I recorded it. Because I watched the race live, recorded it.
Dang.
Yeah,
You
dude.
went back and
YouTube TV, you can record whatever you want.
I know, but you went back and rewatched the whole race.
No. I literally left it on while I was doing other things.
Okay.
Yeah, I did, and then I would sit down and watch it for like 10 minutes, and then I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And it was never really drawing me in. I did watch some of the Bubba Bowman stuff, which I did think was kind of cool, you know, because they're kind of talking through some different scenarios and stuff. So that was decent, but
I think the Bubba Bowman thing might have increased our race rating.
I think so. I think for
Yeah.
sure. If that's not going on, there wasn't
Because that was so fun to watch. Because
And
it was like every corner, it's
yeah.
like, is he going to dump him? Mm-hmm. And then one would pass the other. Is he going to dump him?
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
Bowman was like, yeah, I'm going to dump you.
Did you hear Bowman's spotter?
Yeah.
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 He was like, we're not messing around. He didn't say messing, but you
Yeah.
know, we're not. And then Bowman spun him right
Yeah.
after that. Penalty? Fine.
No shot.
You're not supposed to intentionally wreck people.
I know, but
I hope not, but
to me, that's a racing incident more than anything. I know it was, the sad thing is that
he throttled into him.
he did throttle into him. He did throttle into him, but at the same time, I mean, that was his throttle point. You know, like that was, he was on the exit of the corner. Mm-hmm. That's where his car had grip, and
He
you
went,
know,
vroom, vroom.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
spun him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, get out of my way.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, Bubba probably looking back should have probably done that at the corner before to him.
I mean, he had to know it was coming.
Yeah, he had to.
Yeah.
Because they were racing so hard. And, dude, seeing like the 9 cars that were behind him was ridiculous. I mean, literally, I don't know. I don't even remember what
You got to be
position they're
terrified
in.
if you're the next guy behind.
Yeah.
Because you're like, this is going to...
I'm going to get caught up in this mess.
Yes.
I have to get by
Yeah.
this right now.
Yeah.
And so you're just
But you
chomping
can't.
at the...
It's too
Yeah,
narrow.
you can't, you
Yeah.
can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
That was cool.
The other guy I wanted to highlight was Kyle Busch, and there's a lot of Kyle Busch hate from this side of the table.
None on this side.
Now, that's why I prefaced it with this side of the table.
It's prefaced.
My side of the table.
Mm-hmm.
He actually had a decent day, finished top 5, so good for him. Do you expect more from Kyle Busch at a road course?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Not just at a road course. but
Everywhere we go.
Everywhere we go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think he's had a lot of bad luck this season, but good thing about NASCAR, super long season. I think Kyle Busch is going to be okay.
I mean, we got 16 races left.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to make the playoffs and be the champion, but even counting the playoffs, I think you're going to see more of them.
Okay.
I mean, he just...
hope.
Listen, he probably could care less about the playoffs. I think that guy just wants to win.
Yeah.
And so I think he's going to be trying as hard as he was in the playoffs. Or in the playoffs as he is now.
Yeah. I think you're right. I mean, he wants a win.
And a Kyle Busch win, I might cry, dude.
We'd have to edit that out.
Yeah, we will.
We'd have to edit
It'll
that
take
out.
7 days to do it.
Yeah. It takes a while, dude. When you have to, when you cry, consistently for that long,
Yeah.
I mean, you have to work that hard.
Thank God
to get it
Chad
out.
GPT does not know about that.
Thank
would
the
say
Lord.
An emotional NASCAR
It would.
podcast.
From just a big old baby. Named
Hosted by
Austin.
Spencer Morgan and crybaby Austin Sanders.
Oh, crybaby Sanders.
Oh, crybaby Sanders.
All right. Anything else on Chicago?
Comment crybaby Sanders.
Yes. Please. Please.
I might go on there and comment. I don't
Yeah.
know.
We should, if we get, let's put it at the most comments we've ever had on a video.
Okay.
10. It's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
10 crybaby Sanders comments.
Yeah.
What do we do as punishment? We got to think of something.
I don't know, man. I don't know. For Austin,
No. For us, because it's not
we
going to
have
happen.
to have a punishment?
Yeah, because they're not going to do it, dude. They're not that loyal.
Yeah, they're not going to do it.
I mean, they're loyal, but they're not that loyal. They're not going to comment.
Yeah.
You know, you have to go on the YouTube and like sign in or something. I'd hate that.
Yeah.
Probably like and subscribe while you're at it. That's ridiculous. And then comment, Crybaby Sanders. If they get, and you know what? Because I'm feeling that generous today.
Ooh.
I'm feeling it. Okay, I'm feeling it. I've had some bush lights.
Yeah.
I watched SVG kick a rugby ball into the stands last week on
almost
Sunday.
Overshot it.
Almost.
It
was that Mexico. He almost didn't get it into the Mexico crowd. Did you remember that one?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, because the stands were forever
Dude,
away.
I would be so nervous. I'd hit the fence.
Yeah.
You know
Smack in the face on the way back. If we get, we're going to race it. If we get 15 Crybaby Sanders comments, okay? 15 Crybaby Sanders comments.
Yeah.
I'm going to raise the in-season bracket challenge winnings to $100.
Okay.
Me.
Okay.
So we got 25 each. I'm gonna donate 75 if we get 15 Crybaby Sanders comments.
Yeah.
We have to get 15.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I'll go comment. Do I count?
No.
Oh,
I can't let you count.
All right. I'll create a fake Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to take that kind of time,
I'll create 15 fake Google.
if you want to take that kind of time, and you can't even win the bracket challenge anyway.
I know, but just to see 15 Crybaby Sanders things, because he'll be like, guys, that's not funny.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. We're hitting him hard this episode.
Hey, have you been keeping any track of our in-season challenge bet?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea who's up right now?
Yeah. I think we are tied.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're tied. We both have 8 points, I think. It's 7 or 8. One.
That's a lot of pancakes, though.
It is.
It's not a good number for views, but
it's not a good number
in
for
real life.
views.
That's a lot of pancakes.
It's a lot of pancakes. I'm at 8 and you're at 8, so we're tied at 8.
Wow.
We're tied at 8 right now. Yeah.
Because I haven't looked one time.
Yeah. No, I've been keeping track of it.
Okay. Thank you for doing so.
You're welcome. You want to get into that? Let's give an update on the in-season bracket right now.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it while we're talking about it. Let me pull my page back up here.
I haven't been on since the Atlanta race, but Atlanta absolutely
it destroyed
butchered
everybody's
that bracket.
We'll start at the bottom again. So I believe Sanders has 7 points, if I counted correctly. So he's at the bottom.
Did you make a bet with him when he was on last?
No, I didn't.
It was too late.
It was too late. Yeah. We did say that I was going to allow entries, but we didn't get the episode out because he cried the whole time. So that's my fault. But
dude, we got to edit that out.
I know. I'm sorry.
We got a lot of editing.
Let's quit talking about it.
Yeah.
Let's quit talking about it.
Yeah.
Austin's at 7. Catherine's at 7. JD is at 9. Ben Burrow is at 10. James Maples at 11.
Maples.
Yeah, me and you are at 8. I forgot that. And Brittany still winning the bracket challenge right now, sitting at 12 points.
God.
Yeah.
She just pick up.
So you got. So we gave out single for every one matchup you got right in the first round. You got 1 point. For every guy that you had moving on again, you got 2 points. Next week we'll do 3, and we'll see kind of where we turn out. So, hopefully, I mean,
we're about to Venmo Brittany.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. She's winning right now. Maple still has a shot. I mean, he's one back.
Yep.
If he's got a couple here that can go the distance.
Sounds like they know NASCAR better than we do.
Yeah, what they do.
Brittany and Maples need a NASCAR podcast.
They do. They need to call in, see what's going on. Yeah. And if we get 15 Crybaby Sanders comments, we're doubling it to $100.
$100
for the winner of this challenge. So if
that
anybody
so
should be excited
funny,
about comment about Crybaby Sanders, it should be those 1,
Brittany
2, 3,
gladly.
4, 5. I hope she does. I hope she does.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. But so that's your in-season bracket challenge update. Let's you want to move into standouts?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right.
Oh wait, one last thing about Chicago.
Go ahead.
Real quick. Mm-hmm. Feel bad for McDowell.
Yeah.
I mean, that throttle issue.
He's just had such bad luck in that Spire car, and what's so funny is no other. I mean, Carson has had bad luck, but it's mostly him causing his bad luck.
Yeah.
You know, it's driver forced errors, where his has been all mechanical, and I've consistently said that about McDowell of he's been really good on road courses, and his car fails him every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
And if it's not the car, it's the team in pit road or something. But golly, if you can string that guy together a race, watch out.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, and we'll get into that later, but watch out.
Yeah.
Watch out for him. So, standouts this week, SVG Suarez, we kind of run through these. SVG got him.
Yep.
I mean, 7-13. I see no reason why it shouldn't be 8-13 next week. And, who knows at Dover. I'm also curious to see kind of how this plays out with Suarez being let go. So we talked about that last week. I know you guys didn't get to hear it, but
I think he's going to dwindle away.
He could dwindle away, which to me would fudge these a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the true thing. I mean, Suarez should beat him still on every oval. But, dude, I mean, to have the potential that SVG, if he wins next weekend, to have 3 wins, which would be tied for the most wins. Yeah. That's insane to think about, honestly.
Yeah.
So, we'll keep watching that. Cindric Berry. Cindric got him on this one. As much as I love Josh Berry.
Cindric.
Josh Berry's not a road course guy. He's got a lot of work to do.
Might be 11-10 next week.
Yeah, I mean, I see that, and then Berry would have to get him back at Dover to tie it back up, which I can see that.
He could.
Yeah,
He
I can see that. But I definitely see. Honestly, I think the most surprising is how he hasn't really. Cindric, really good road course guy, actually hasn't been as strong as I thought he would be.
No.
I mean, do you feel that as well, or is that just me? Is that my Cindric hate coming out?
No, I don't think that's Cindric hate. I mean, you don't really see him like in contention.
No,
and
normally
really
you did
top 10.
I know, which is kind of uncharacteristic for him because he is good on road courses. I mean, he has a good track record at him, and you would think that he would. Again, no one's touching SVG right now, but to me, if I'm listing off good road course guys, he's in the top 7 to 6 guys.
Maybe he knows that like he just has to beat Berry for standouts.
Maybe so. Maybe so. He's just like, Josh Berry's in 35th.
We're a prominent NASCAR podcast now.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true.
We made it.
We made it.
Hocevar
Gibbs got him. Hocevar would have been great to see if he didn't have his accident.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would have been able to maintain that spot. He was out very, very early, but it was wild for him to, he qualified third.
Yeah.
Had some speed, so it was like, if he could have maintained that, I would have loved to see that play out a little bit better, but Ty's good. Yeah. Ty's good at these.
It's 6-14 now. I think that next week it's going to be 6-15.
Yeah. I really do too. And sadly, I think Carson's going to qualify well again, and he's going to overdrive a car.
Yep.
He's been doing that recently, and I don't really know why. I don't know if he's just worried about the people behind him not hitting his braking zones or what, but he's just trying to get more too early. I hope at least at Sonoma he's just more tame. Like even if he doesn't qualify very well, let him qualify in the 20th to 26th spot, and just let him work.
Yeah.
Let him work because he's way better than those guys around him there.
He's just going to dive into another corner again, and probably because he's going to have to make up position. But
yeah. He does try to get more. Sometimes it feels like he doesn't realize that this race is 75 laps long, and it's like, dude, it's okay.
Yeah, he's like 75. That's not that many.
Yeah,
he thinks he's at Bristol.
He thinks he's iRacing. That's what he is. You can't win it on the first lap, buddy. Doesn't matter if you lead that one. You got to lead the last one. So
you got to.
But yeah, 14-6. Ty Gibbs gets another win. Bubba Briscoe got Bubba. Surprising.
He's about not to.
Think so? Think Sonoma's over?
No. I said he's about not to because Bubba got wrecked.
Oh yeah. Bubba did get wrecked. So
I wonder if Briscoe was ahead of him during that.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think so. Actually, I don't.
If he wouldn't have got wrecked.
But it's 10-10 now.
10-10.
I think Bubba should get him again.
I think so too.
Or have a better shot. I honestly think there could be some retaliation between Bubba and Bowman here. I think we have to highlight that and watch it for this coming up week.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope I see that 48 car just flying through dead grass at Sonoma.
That would be fun.
Yeah, it'd
That
be
would
great.
Fun. That
Yeah.
would be fun. All right, you want to move into Sonoma predictions here?
Let's do it.
All right. So first thing I pointed out is SVG go back to back.
He's got to.
Can anybody beat him right now?
No.
That's kind of what I wanted to get into. Is there anyone right now, unless they wreck SVG or we get a weird caution at some point, is there anyone that can beat him?
The only person that comes to mind at Sonoma is Kyle Larson.
I know.
I mean,
Kyle
he won here
Larson's
last
been
year.
so bad at these road courses here lately. And we said it last week. I'll say it again, and I know you haven't got to listen to it, so you can get to hear what Austin said. But we were talking about it, and I'm not going to give you the full story, but he was talking on a podcast. I think Parker Klingerman said it. Kyle Larson has not been the same since he tried to do the double.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we're going to put that back out there. I know you guys, if you go back and listen to 57, we'll say it again. Kyle Larson has not been the same since he tried to do the double. And it's so true.
So true.
And it's like, wow. So, granted, we're talking about Kyle Larson here, who can easily snap out of it, but it's like...
He could win a race any weekend.
He really can.
Yeah.
And he's still the second favorite to win this race. So that's even crazier, honestly. But it's like, what does that... I think for him to really snap out of it, we got to get back to an oval.
Yeah.
Like, we need to run some oval laps, get him a dominant car to where SVG's not the favorite to win a race and see what happens. But right now, dude is in a slump, and a slump like we've really never seen Larson in before.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think.
I
mean, at least at Hendrick, you know. I mean, we've seen him log laps in that 42 car at Chip Ganassi.
Hey, man, he's made it to the playoffs. All that matters is he turns it back on in the
Of
playoffs.
course. Yeah, I have no doubt that he will, but I think as analysts here, we have to go off what we've seen, and that's nothing. We haven't seen anything from this guy.
Kyle Larson washed? Question mark? Now we're on like first take.
Now we're on first take.
Yeah.
We're gonna question mark that right there, and we're gonna save it for a later date. But right now he's washed.
He's washed.
He's washed. I mean, haven't seen anything good.
No, I haven't seen anything good.
Yeah, Chase Elliott's one more recent than he has.
That's true. That's saying something.
That's saying something.
That's saying something.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Also, I feel pretty good about Chase Elliott this weekend.
I don't. I
think last year he got fifth or fourth.
No, I think he'll be good again. I just don't think in this how dominant he was at road courses in this Gen 6 car.
He did it last year. He got like fourth.
I understand he got fourth. He didn't win.
But that's still pretty good.
I'm talking the dude in the Gen 6 car won and I know I'm going to get corrected, but I'm pretty sure he won 7 of the 10 road courses or something.
Yeah.
Like that's SVG type of numbers that we're talking about. And now, he gets 2 top 5s in road courses. Like, okay, congrats. What do you want?
I mean, 2 top 5s is pretty dang good.
I guess.
You
win one. Quit being a baby about it. Quit being crybaby Sanders.
You want somebody to be SVG?
I would love to have another SVG so we can have somebody.
SVG is going to win unless something goes wrong with his car or he wrecks.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I hate to say that.
I know.
But we're going to all sit down on
I can't wait
Sunday
to tell you his
afternoon.
odds on winning a race
It's
right
got
now.
to be plus 140.
Did you check before the show?
No, I swear to God.
It's plus 130.
Plus 130?
When I checked this afternoon, they were plus 140. I
Oh
checked again before the show. They're down to plus 130.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they're going down.
Yeah.
So I locked that dude in.
Do you know the funniest thing in the world?
What?
My stepdad texts me, and he's like, hey, I'm going to watch the Chicago race. He very passively watches NASCAR, and he, bets $1 on stuff on his FanDuel app, and he's like, who should I bet for? And I was like, SVG's probably going to win it. And then he bet on SVG.
And he
then
won.
And he texts me, and he's like, you do know NASCAR. And I was like, what can I say?
Yeah, I do have. I am on a podcast.
Yeah. Prominent media member.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We're searching for our hard cards.
Yeah.
And we should have them.
Yeah.
I don't even know where we were.
No, I don't know. But SVG, do you think he's going to be dethroned?
The only person I honestly see doing it's Ty.
Ty
has been super fast.
But he can't catch them.
I know.
Once they get open.
I know.
The only way SVG loses, late restart.
I know.
Like if they would have called, we didn't touch on it, but the Cody Ware,
Yeah.
Should have been a caution, by the way.
It had to be a caution.
Had to have been a caution. Caution's a caution. NASCAR says they don't see it. I think it was because of the pending weather in the area.
Yeah. Did you see how fast he hit?
Dude, hard.
Dude, if you have only seen the TV thing of that, I saw a video on Twitter, and I think Sanderson,
I saw that same Twitter video, dude. It's insane. He hit it going like 95 miles an hour.
But when you watch it on the TV, it looks like
nothing.
I know, dude. He hit that wall so hard.
So hard.
Hope he's okay. Thoughts and prayers.
For the people who don't know, like TV's a little more aerial. Mm-hmm. This is like somebody taking a video from the side.
Yeah, from the stands,
and it's like. Like it's like insane.
I know.
You're like, oh my god,
he hit it so hard.
So hard.
That was wild to see. Glad he was okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And but I'm glad you brought that up. I kind of completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I did too. Should have been a caution.
Yes.
NASCAR liar saying they didn't see it.
Yeah.
Because they called that same wreck in that corner. God, who was it? Somebody hit that same spot earlier in the race. I'm sorry for not knowing. But and they called a caution immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it happened literally to another driver right before that.
It was probably
not right before that, but
earlier in the race.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was just one of those things. They wanted it to go green.
Yep.
But again, Ty Gibbs still had no shot at catching him.
That's the only way SVG gets dethroned. Late restart, and somebody because SVG respectful, clean driver. Somebody's going to be dirty. It's NASCAR.
Yeah, I think that's honestly what it's going to take to dethrone him. I see SVG racing super clean all the time, especially at a road course. Because if you get by him, he's like, "Dude, I'm going to get him." Well, no.
You're saying somebody gets by him?
Yeah,
he's like,
if somebody,
I'll catch you.
Yeah, because he will. He will, dude.
Yeah.
And that's what I do love about him a little bit is he's like. He'll probably let 4 cars go past him. Yeah. And they're like, he's like, you guys are burning up your tires.
You guys are.
I can't wait to pass you in 4 laps.
I'm just going to heel this throttle out.
Yeah. I mean, literally, I think exactly what you said. It's going to take a late race restart, and it's going to take somebody bodying him to where if he
does not wreck or have mechanical issues, that guy is.
Yeah. Plus 130 to win a race. I mean, we're talking like F1 odds right there.
Yeah.
With like Max Verstappen.
Was dominant.
Like won like 7 in a row. It's something crazy. Whatever
he
did.
That's like a Claire guy, I think, or something.
Yeah.
Or Norris, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I
don't know any.
Not an F1 podcast.
No.
Yeah. McLaren's killing it. That's all.
But I think that's exactly what it's going to take, and we'll see. So I personally don't think he'll be dethroned. I think he's going to win back-to-back, and then he's going to go finish 25th at Dover.
Yeah.
And lock himself in with 3 wins. And, dude, it's crazy to think that if he could just have a better start on these ovals, I mean, he would be the front runner for a championship right now.
It's fine if you don't know this, but is the Roval in the round of 8 or round of 12? It's not in 16. Because I was about to say, if the Roval's in 16, he might advance.
Yeah. No, it's not in 16.
It's not. It's got to be in 12.
Round of 16 is Darlington, St. Louis, Bristol. Round of 12 is the Roval.
Is the Roval?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to get through 16.
Yeah.
And you said it's Bristol, Darlington,
St. Louis. Worldwide Technology. I honestly think, though, if he can rack up another win, dude, you may be able to just cruise.
Yeah,
because honestly,
because we still have Watkins Glen.
That's
not in the playoffs. No.
Yeah, it is.
It is in the playoffs? Then it doesn't matter.
Oh, no, it's not.
I was about to say, I don't think it is.
It is. Yeah, so he could have 4 wins because we have we'll go Sonoma,
dude, there's a possibility
Dover.
SVG gets to a round of 8.
I know. If he has 4 wins going into the round of 16, what they're going to do is they're going to tell Suarez to latch his freaking front bumper to his back bumper and freaking push him around.
You think Suarez does? Because what if he's like, I ain't got no allegiance to y'all?
I think he does because I think
he wants another ride.
Yeah. He pulls his weight.
Yeah, he wants
and
to see
that
his team player.
You have to be, I think.
Yeah.
He's either going to do that or he's going to have to help Ross around, but I don't think he'll have to help Ross around on an oval. They just need to give Ross a better car.
Yeah.
They've kind of missed them. And that's another thing is I do think Trackhouse has missed the mark at some of these ovals a lot.
Yep.
They just haven't been that good with speed. But you have to get SVG at least to the round of 8. Dude's got 4 wins.
A lot of that probably has to do with them having more cars.
Oh yeah,
That spreads money around.
yeah, it does.
Yep.
It does, and they're definitely funneling more money into SVG than they probably have since. I mean, what's crazy? This is his rookie year, full time in Cup.
He's got to be rookie of the year, right?
Yeah.
What other rookies?
Has there ever
have
been a
2
rookie
wins?
that could potentially win 4 races? I mean, he is a rookie, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
this is his first.
He had won
first
full season in Cup.
Yes.
He's won 4 races.
Yep. That's a crazy stat to think about.
He could win 4 races. He hadn't won 4 yet. He's won 2. And we have 2 more road courses on the schedule.
My money's on him.
Yeah. I mean.
Dang.
Yeah, so, all right. The last thing I'll say, are you ready for an oval?
Ready for an oval.
Yeah.
Ready for an oval so bad.
I know. I'm ready for an oval too. I think I've had. I wish they just spread these road courses out a bit more.
Yeah.
You know, it feels like we've gotten into with the way.
Why did they do it this way? Why did they go Chicago,
Sonoma, and then Atlanta before that? That's what I'm saying. It feels a bit gimmicky. Like they could have spread it out more and put some like real. No, I don't want to say real. That's not the right word, but like more authentic tracks maybe in there to make this in-season bracket better. And we talked about that a little bit last week too. But to me, that's what they should do to help this in-season challenge to make it to where we don't just like I don't think I've ever been in a point in the NASCAR season where I'm like, dude, are we ever going to race an oval again? But that's kind of what I feel like.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
I hate it.
Yeah. So if we could have spread these road courses out a bit better, I think it makes it more fun. And I think it makes it harder on SVG to win. Because he knew going in after Atlanta. He was like, dude.
I got 2 road courses coming up.
Because he came off a win at Mexico.
Yep.
Which was not, it was in, literally in the seeding races. He won in Mexico. They raced Pocono. So he has 2 weeks off in Pocono and Atlanta. He's like, don't even have to go out there. Then win Chicago. Probably win Sonoma. You know, it's like, oh my gosh. And then we go Dover, Indy, Iowa, back on the schedule. Watkins Glen.
Then another one.
Then another one. 4 weeks later, 5 weeks later. Oh, okay, no.
None of those sound great that you just said besides Indy.
Yeah. I know. Indy could be wild.
Well, they're doing oval.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, which is awesome because I think it reminds me of Michigan where they absolutely haul ass.
I know, but what's crazy is this is looking like it could be like the in-season bracket could come down to like Ty Dillon and Tyler Reddick.
Battle of the Ties.
At Indy. Like, that's not even going to be a contest.
No, it's not.
Well,
you better watch out for that 10 car. I told you about that 10 car not too long ago.
Yeah, you told me about that 10 car and you had him going out in the first round like everybody else did.
No, I don't think I did.
Yeah, yes, you did. You picked.
Who was he compared? Denny. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, everybody did.
Yep.
And so now he's got 2 people that's like.
Do you think anybody's going to win this $1 million from NASCAR?
I think it sadly could be Ty Dillon.
No, I meant like the fans because they were giving $1 million to the fans.
No,
too.
I think they have
somebody had to click random. You know how you could click random bracket?
Yeah, I still
had
think
to been that person.
0% chance.
Yeah, 0%.
Zero. I mean, it has to be 0. I think what's even crazier about that is like the only person that cares about the in-season bracket challenge right now is Ty Dillon.
Hell yeah, I would too.
No. I'm not saying that's shame on him. I'm just saying no shame at all. He needs to do whatever he can to win $1 million.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, is that what we're watching for?
I mean, I would love to watch Ty Dillon win $1 million.
No,
because he came from nothing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're going to move on after that comment. We're going to move on after that comment.
Wait, real quick. I do not like Sonoma.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
I hate the time of the year we race at Sonoma because out there, now Sonoma, I've been there, never saw a race.
You have been there.
But I've been to the outside the track area.
California, baby.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
like
It's northern. It's kind of Northern California, ain't it?
it is probably, and I might get this way wrong because I've been in the car all day. It's probably an hour and a half north of San Francisco and like Napa Valley area.
Okay. So like between San Francisco, Sacramento.
No, Sacramento's like a little east.
Okay.
Well, maybe. I don't know. If you go west,
San Francisco's
maybe.
on the coast. I don't know if you can go
okay.
any more
Yeah.
east than that.
Well, I
but
don't think.
I
don't know
Not very
maps.
familiar with.
I went. It's an interstate. You literally take basically an interstate north of San Francisco. Could be a highway. And dude, I was in California. Okay, I wasn't in the right state of mind.
Of course you weren't.
And,
but now we have to. Now your question. Okay,
Yeah.
Sacramento's more west. It's more in the middle of the state. So San Francisco's on the bay.
Right.
Okay, and then if you were to travel to like literally the middle of California, that's where Sacramento is.
Where's Sonoma?
I don't know. Let's search Sonoma.
That's what I thought you was looking at. We ain't talking about Sacramento. We're talking about Sonoma.
Sonoma is due north of San Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's north. I feel like it's like an hour and a half, but like I said, I've been in the car all day, so I don't know at that time.
Sonoma.
Because we were driving from Oregon, but anyway.
Sonoma to San Francisco is
Hour and a half's my guess.
1 hour and 53 minutes.
Okay.
So you're not far off.
Not far off.
You're not far off.
But anyway, out there in that area.
By bus, it's 7.5 hours.
Why are you looking at a bus, bro?
I don't know. Sorry. Go
But
ahead.
at the time of the year that we go to Sonoma, out there in that part of California, it is dirt. And you see it on the TV.
Just dry.
Like, it's so dry,
Yeah.
but dude, in the colder months, it's beautiful. It's green. It's like some of the prettiest grass you've ever seen.
It almost doesn't look like a desert.
It does not, dude. It looks
Yeah.
amazing. And I don't understand why we go to like a really pretty area in the time that it looks like a desert. Why are we not going when the grass is so pretty? Like it's luscious green, dude.
So that kind of reminds me of like, you remember when we used to go to Fontana all the time?
Yep.
And we would go to Fontana, it would be like 7 degrees.
Yeah.
In California, it'd be cold.
Yeah.
Because I think even Fontana's more north than that.
Yeah.
You know, we should switch those dates, get a road course early in the year. Because we used to go to Fontana like the third week of the
Why don't
year.
we do it on the West Coast swing at the beginning of the season?
I know, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That should be early. Go out
Yeah.
there when it is beautiful.
When it's pretty.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
I'm with you. I'm 100%.
Instead, it looks like we're racing around in a wasteland, but really it's like one of the prettiest areas of the country. I mean,
Yeah.
it's out there in wine country.
Yeah, I mean, we pull a lot of weight. We're a prominent podcast around here, so
Yeah.
we are trying to get Sonoma moved.
Yes. I don't understand why they don't do that. And then also it's like, why are you making them drive all the way to California and then the next week is
Oh my God,
Dover?
I'm so stupid.
Well, I know, but why?
Because Fontana's like freaking south.
I thought it was, but
Okay.
I wasn't going to correct you.
I wish you would have, and maybe not sound like
It's
an
like north of
idiot.
L.A., right?
It's
'Cause LA's
due
pretty south.
west of LA.
But it's down there.
Yeah, it's down there. I'm so
Yeah.
stupid.
I know,
But it
maps.
is in the mountains,
Yeah, it is.
right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Because there was that really pretty.
I'm gonna quit
backdrop.
talking about California like I've been there more
Haven't
than
you been to California?
Yeah, but dude, that I'm talking. I think Tennessee is big. It's a very long state. Dude, California's freaking.
It's massive.
It is ridiculous.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we think here in Tennessee we do have 3 different states, which we kind of do.
Yeah.
We have West, Middle, East Tennessee.
All very different vibes.
Very different.
Yep.
You could probably do that in California like 15 times.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you really could.
Not to get way off topic, but
Yeah.
like I went to San Francisco. Different vibe than when you go north, because like Northern California is super mountain and Appalachian, and it really reminded me of East Tennessee.
Almost like
And
redneck a bit.
All the people that I met up there, like with my accent, none of them looked at me crazy. But when I was in San Francisco, people were like, "Are you from Alabama?" And then I told this lady I was from Tennessee, and she asked me if it was all desert. Yeah, and
That makes me feel better about not knowing where Fontana was. Thinking the desert.
I was like,
in
no, it's
Tennessee."
actually luscious mountains.
Yeah. We have more water in a raindrop than you see all year.
Yeah,
Come on.
but it's
now.
just like different vibes.
Yeah.
I don't know where we got.
Yeah,
off topic.
no, I mean, I agree. I've been to San Francisco.
Yeah,
Cool city, honestly.
cool city.
Very different.
Very different city. Yep.
But cool. Yeah. So change Sonoma to earlier in the year so we can enjoy the luscious beauty.
The luscious beauty that
wine
it brings,
country.
dude.
You
Yes.
hit it. You hit nail in the head.
Yeah.
Nail in the head.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to some bets, and we've kind of hit on a lot of these. I'll give you a rundown, Colby. So I kind of maintained. We hit SVG winner.
Okay.
We went heavy on a parlay last week, and I know you didn't get to hear it. Went heavy on a parlay that was SVG, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson top 10. Seems pretty locked.
Yeah.
It was not. Chase Elliott finished 16th. Kyle Larson literally finished 13th, and I put a unit and a half on it. So lost that one. Made up a ton. Got Ty Gibbs top 5. I went Ty Gibbs top 5, which made us money. And I went SVG, of course, winner. Made us money. And AJ Allmendinger, I went top 5. He finished 6th because of that dirty dog Kyle freaking Busch, dude.
Do the bow, baby.
Yeah, do the bow. He got him, and it seemed like almost, and we didn't really talk about it, but there was some kind of different tire strategies that we had going kind of towards the end of that race. Who was kind of saving, and Allmendinger was kind of on those ones where he was just, I wouldn't say overdriving the car, but he was using up his tires. Kyle Busch was able to get by him, and then he just maintained that 6th spot, which sucked because he was like 4th, then he went to 5th. I mean, literally at one point, I had Ty in 2nd, AJ Allmendinger like in 4th. I had Kyle Larson in 8th and Chase Elliott like in 12th, and I was like,
come on,
I'm
Chase.
like, dude, I'm talking about like, literally Austin texted me and was like, your bed slip's looking amazing. I was like, why did you text me? Why did you do this to me? Because
he did it on purpose.
It was looking fantastic. Like I know what I kind of want to hit. I want to hit the winner or whatever. I have my favorite bets, but I don't keep track of everything.
Yeah.
Until after, and I'll look at it. But
that's the way to do it, honestly.
Yeah,
just enjoy the race.
Exactly. I didn't want to think about it too much, but dude, I was thinking about it way too much that race, and I'm like looking on the NASCAR app as I'm watching the race, looking at the leaderboard. I was like, oh my god, this could be so good, but it wasn't as good as I hoped. But we did maintain, which is honestly a win because you don't want to go backwards.
Yeah.
So this week I got for you. I'm just gonna start off with the big hitter.
Down 8-3.
Down 8.3 units. I'm sorry if I didn't say that.
And for our bet, you need 3 even.
3
down
down
3
3
even.
down 3
Yep,
even.
Yep,
even. And I'm at 8.3. Yep.
It's okay.
Down even.
We'll take it.
You
have made a lot of ground, though.
I have. I was at like 12.
Yeah,
you
have.
I've made up like 4 units.
I'd be lying if I didn't say I was slightly nervous. Super ready for these road courses to be over.
Yeah. You're like, I need this man to bet on Josh Berry.
Because I can almost guarantee you're about to say SVG winner.
Yeah. That's the first one I'm going to hit. I think you have to.
You have to.
Yeah, I have to. I locked him in earlier today. You need to go on there and get on there because it'll probably be lower by tomorrow when you're listening to this.
Yeah.
But it's SVG winner plus 130. I want a full unit on it.
Yep.
I think you have to.
Don't blame you.
And then I kind of spread my money out a little bit. I have a kind of a fun one in here. I'm going to hit you with 2 real ones, though, that I feel very confident in. I went Chris Buescher top 5.
Okay.
He's won here before.
Yep.
He's actually beat SVG here. And kind of what we talked about of roughing him up a bit. Kind of went around him, whatever to win. I got him top 5 plus 190, half a unit.
Yeah.
I feel very confident. He knows how to get around a road course. They just have to put him together a car, have no issues. He's going to finish 3rd.
I like it.
He's going to finish 3rd.
He's sneaky good at road
He
courses.
is. He's sneaky good.
Yeah.
Other guy I went with who's been sneaky good at road courses, who I just hit on, Ty Gibbs.
Ty
Gibbs, top 3. He's finished 2nd at Mexico and here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lock that in.
Mexico and
Chicago. Yep.
I lock it in plus 300, top 3.
Ooh, great bet.
Yeah.
Great.
Half a unit. I feel very good about that one. So that's kind of my 3 that I'm kind of leaning on. Like I really want to hit those 3, and then this 3rd and 4th one I had some fun with. So I have 2 units tied up in those 3, and then I have a quarter unit tied up in each of these other ones. So I went with the 4 head-to-heads this week. So we're at the round of, or there's 8 guys, not the round of 8, but there's 8 guys left in the in-season challenge. So I picked the 4 winners in the head-to-heads because they had them on there. I went Alex Bowman to win against, dadgummit. I can't even remember who it was against. Alex Bowman against, so sorry. Where's Bowman at?
Whoa.
Bowman against Ty Dillon.
Okay.
I went Bowman against Ty Dillon. I think
I'd feel good about that.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a better road course guy. I went Ty Gibbs against Zane Smith. Come on.
Easy.
Right? Easy money. I went John Hunter Nemechek over Eric Jones.
I did the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel confident in that. And then Tyler Reddick against Ryan Priest.
Yeah, those are all really solid.
Yeah, so
the only one you have to worry about is Jones and Nemechek.
I know, because they're kind of oddballs.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? So I parlayed them together with those 4 guys. So Alex Bowman, Ty Gibbs, John Hunter Nemechek, Tyler Reddick, plus 292 quarter unit. It's not bad.
I feel like you're about to take my lunch money.
It's not bad.
Week.
It's not bad. So I'm hoping that
I should tell you that these are all bad bets and try to get in your head.
I know you can. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. I've lost a ton of money. Not worried about it. And then with my 4th one, this was really fun because he has won here before, and he could be good. I went Alex Bowman top 3. Okay. Because I think
man, do that.
I know.
Yeah.
It was more of a fun one. This is more of just like a gut feeling I had of he needs to win a race, and I don't know if he can do it on an oval. And this is kind of his last shot, other than Watkins Glen later in the year, of really to stamp in and win a race. And he's pretty good at road courses.
All of his teammates have a win.
Yeah, except him.
Yep.
And
a lot of pressure.
Top 3, he's plus 800. So it's just more fun. I mean, we hit that one. I don't care what else happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
That'll get you back to even.
Yeah. I mean, quarter unit on that one. So I went SVG winner, 1 unit, plus 130. Chris Buescher, top 5, plus 190, half a unit. Ty Gibbs, top 3, plus 300, half a unit. My 4 head-to-heads, Bowman, Ty Gibbs, John Hunter Nemechek, Tyler Reddick, plus 292 at quarter unit, and Alex Bowman, top 3, plus 800 quarter unit to round out my bets. And I know you want me off a road course. For betting-wise, I want to keep betting on road courses.
I bet you do, because those are all so solid.
They really are, honestly,
Yeah.
except for the Bowman one. And kind of the head-to-heads.
You can see it happening.
You can, though.
I don't. And the head-to-heads, honestly.
I can see Ty Gibbs finishing, SVG winning, Ty Gibbs finishing 2nd, Alex Bowman 3rd, Chris Buescher 4th, and then those head-to-heads hitting.
There's no way you don't lose this week. There's no way.
Now he's just piping me.
No. There's no. Can't you admit it? There's no way you don't lose this.
No, I lose. No. I lose. I always lose. But I'm hoping that one of these hits.
Ladies and gentlemen, Spencer Morgan, winner of our bet for a diecast. Go ahead and congratulate him right
games.
now.
I'm done with it.
No, I'm not playing games.
No.
I'm trying to be a supportive friend.
Yeah, we're moving on to we need to move on to the wheel. That's what we need to do. Unless you have anything? What was your favorite one out of that, or do you have one that
I mean,
that I
my
didn't
favorite
mention?
one's got to be SVG.
Yeah.
But I do say, I love that parlay.
You do?
I love that parlay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, before we do the wheel.
Yeah, you need to pee.
Yeah.
Go pee.
And we're back.
Oh.
No,
it's okay. We are back, though.
We are, in fact.
And we're ready for the wheel, Colby.
Wheel.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited. You know I love a good wheel.
The wheel is down 13.88 units.
Bad time to be the wheel.
It is.
But I feel good about the wheel this week.
You do?
Yeah.
The road courses, the wheel needs to be better on.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, there's only like a couple things that could land on him, probably yet.
Yeah, no. I thought we got top Toyota last week, You didn't hear this? We got top Toyota Tyler Reddick, which felt really good.
That feels good.
But Ty Gibbs got it done.
Ty Gibbs won.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we get this week. Are you ready?
Do it.
There's the wheel noise that we all know and love.
What do we got? Oh, God, we have a top three.
Top three?
We have a top three.
We do have a top three. That's
I don't feel
crazy.
good about the wheel now.
You
I don't feel good about
don't
the
like
wheel.
the wheel?
I don't. I mean, top three is tough pickings.
It really is tough pickings. Please don't show me an ad. It didn't show me an ad.
Show us an ad.
Top
Show
three.
us an ad.
So now we're going to go to our driver wheel.
Driver wheel.
And we're going to spin it. Are you ready?
Let's do it. Oh, God. What's it landing on?
Denny?
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
The wheel, no.
The wheel. Oh, I think the wheel's going to go down another one.
I think it is.
I'll tell you the odds on this, though, and it's going to be
astronomical.
They're going to be.
Can I guess top three on Noah?
Yeah, please.
Give me plus 3,500. 4,000. I'll change it to 4,000.
Plus 4,000 top three.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I have to keep scrolling.
We would be up big.
Plus 5,000.
Plus 5,000.
Yeah. Plus 5,000. Noah. How you say his last name? Gregson.
There needs to be a 32-car pileup.
and Noah needs to be so far back that he doesn't get involved.
Will, tough day to be the
jeez.
Will. A top three for Noah.
Yeah.
Probably not going to happen, and I hate that.
No.
I hate it in my heart.
Yeah. It's not going to happen at all. But, I mean, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, maybe this is the week that Noah turns it on.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Noah beats SVG.
No. What a freaking
Dream that
story
we would
that
wake
would
up
be.
from and
Yeah,
realize
yeah,
that
that
SVG
didn't
won the
happen.
race.
Yeah.
After we fall asleep after SVG leads 70 laps.
All right, you ready for the best part of the show?
Oh, God, the Juzu zone.
Yeah, look away.
What's our record?
It is 5-4 Colby.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't feel good about
You don't feel good about this one?
No.
I think you should feel pretty confident.
No,
You've done
I know
good.
that I'm winning,
Yeah,
and that bothers you.
it does bother me sometimes when you're
And,
winning, and I get to control.
See, what I need to do is I need to get a lead and then never come back on the show.
Well, you got to lead now.
I know, but
you're back.
I know you're about to just absolutely hurt
I think
me.
you'd be surprised. We'll see. All right. Choose Who Zone. If you don't know the rules, there are 3 facts, 2 questions, 3 total guesses. He can trade guesses for questions. Your 3 facts this week, Colby, are 3 Cup Series wins, 4 Xfinity wins, and was born May 9th, 1989.
Oh, my God. All right, question.
Hold on. What's your question?
Active driver.
Yes.
Guess.
Yeah.
Eric Jones. 3 wins. Born May 9th, 1989.
Yep.
God. Okay. So I'm down to 1 guess.
And
Or
no.
2 guesses, 1 question.
Yes. Yep.
All right. It's not Hendrick. I'm going team by team as I always do.
Yeah. Yep. As you
Let's-
should.
Let's start with Joe Gibbs.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna write down Briscoe here.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna write down Briscoe. We know it's not Gibbs. We know it's not Denny. We know it's not Bell. And we'll move onward. We'll go Trackhouse.
Yeah.
We have Ross. And we're gonna do a quick. That's not a guess.
Oh, okay.
Don't get all excited.
Okay.
We're going to put a little question mark there.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
Yeah.
Suarez. I don't know.
Oh.
And then... Okay. And then we're going to put a... you know who has 3 wins in the Cup Series?
Who?
wait. Let me count. SVG has 3 wins in the Cup Series.
Oh.
He does. And he's a little older. So, Trackhouse.
Trackhouse is stacked right
Trackhouse
now.
is stacked. He got a lot of 3-win guys.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
How many Xfinity wins do each of them have?
I don't know. I know
okay.
SVG's won in the Xfinity Series, but I don't know how many times. Let me drink my beer and think.
Yeah, you think on it.
All right.
You think on it.
And then I'm
This is a lot of names for 2 guesses left.
I know. And then we're going to go Spire. And then we know it's not Haley.
No.
I don't think it's Allmendinger.
Allmendinger's not on.
Oh, wait. No, he's not, is he?
He's not on that team. But, I mean, you can write him down.
Yeah, because he's on Colleague.
Yeah.
But
that's okay.
Who the heck is on Spire? McDowell is.
Carson.
And it's not Carson.
McDowell, though.
Dude, don't do this.
Don't do this.
Dude, every time I'm on the Jiu Zone, it takes long enough.
You're actually making record time right now.
This is the part of the show where I don't care about the listeners.
Yeah.
And I just want to win. So, for anybody that listens that hates when I'm on the Jiu Zone, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But you do the same thing.
Yeah.
You do the same thing.
You do.
Front row. Wait, no, that's Zane Smith and that other guy that sucks. Gilliland.
Noah.
Oh, and Noah's on there. Nah, he ain't one nothing. All right, so it's nobody from front row. And then you have Penske. It's not Joey. It's not Blaney. Why are you looking at me? It's obviously not Joey.
No, it's
3
not.
Cup wins?
It's not.
And it's not Blaney.
No.
And then there's Cindric.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
God.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, 3 is a tough number.
I know.
Because I feel like there's a ton of people with 3.
There's a decent amount of guys with
It's
3 right now.
nobody from, because I already guessed Jones, so it's not Legacy Motor Club. And then 23-11, it's not Reddick, because he has to have more. All right, question.
All right.
Can you tell me what year was their last win?
I'm actually not going to do that.
Why are you a horrible person?
I'm sorry. Just ask another question. You still get a question.
Can you tell me a track that they've won at in the past, whether it's their last win or not? I don't care. Just tell me a track they've won at.
I'm not going to do that either.
Dude, are you serious right now?
Yeah, I'm not.
All right. Can you tell me how many years they've been full-time in the Cup Series?
No, I can't do that either.
Is it SVG?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Let's go.
Yeah. I couldn't answer any of those. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
SVG, 3-time Supercar champion, 3 Cup wins, all at road courses, 4 Xfinity wins, all road courses, and he has 1 truck start.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That'll be an old 6-4.
That would.
Yeah.
That would. So
now I got to take a leave of absence.
yeah,
for
you
about
do.
3 months.
You need one because probably you're not going to get an active driver ever again.
Why?
Just because I feel that way now.
Why do you feel that way now? I have missed so many active drivers.
You have missed several active drivers, but you definitely have gotten some right. I may throw a crew chief in there. Who knows?
No, do not throw a crew chief in there.
No, that was good, man. I think that was the right pick. I should have just saved him for a later date.
Because he's fresh on my mind.
He is. He was fresh on the mind.
That's
You asked really good questions that I knew that I kept saying no to were going to lead you to the right answers.
I've learned.
But at the same time, I also couldn't tell you that information.
You couldn't just tell me one track he's won on? Yeah, because if you say Chicago...
Yeah, even if I would have said Watkins Glen, I went through your list with you, like, I mean, you're not...
He hasn't won a cup race at Watkins Glen.
I know, I'm just saying any road course I named. He's only won at road courses.
Yeah.
Any road course I named, your buzzer's going off. Because you don't have... There's not that many guys on that list that have won.
When I put SVG down, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I had a good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, that was good.
Well, I never get an active driver again?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, please do.
No. Colby, you got anything else for us, man?
Nah,
So
man.
the viewers got a lot to listen to this week. If you have made it to the end of this episode, hopefully you have already listened to 57. We're gonna because it will be out now that we edited everything out about Sanders crying.
Crybaby Sanders.
Yep. Remember to comment that. 15. We will get another $50 to the in-season challenge bracket winner. I want to thank Kevin Kirkland, Noah Pendry, Ben Burrow, JD Huggins for being great sponsors of the show. Please, if anything, I know we've talked about it before, but if you can't do monetary value, like and subscribe. Share it with your friends.
Comment Crybaby Sanders.
Yeah. If we get 15 YouTube comments, I might call out of work.
I listen to it on, I listen to it on Apple. And
Yeah.
if I could, I would just go on YouTube and just comment.
Yeah,
Crybaby
that's fine
Sanders.
too. It doesn't. You can do that.
Yeah.
However you get the show, all I'm asking is that we get just a little bit more YouTube love right now, because that's kind of just our main thing. And the way you can really support the show on Apple is give us a good rating.
Yeah.
That's what Denny did. Give us a good rating. You can leave us a review on there.
Yeah.
So, do whatever it does that helps.
If they leave, let me ask you a question. If they leave a 5-star Crybaby Sanders in the comment, does that count?
You know what? Because I'm feeling that generous.
Yeah.
We have to go. If we do that, we're going to have to go to 20. Okay?
That's not generous at all.
Yeah, it's
That's
generous.
the opposite. You just added 5.
I added 5, but I'm letting you compile those together.
But not compile them to make 15. It's to make 20.
Okay, I'll let you.
You can't say I'm feeling
I'll let you
generous.
do 15. I'll let you do 15.
15 overall.
15 overall.
Okay.
You cannot. If I figure out that it's the
Because that's
same,
not generous. That's adding 5 more.
I know, but the tough part is that way is if you commented on Apple and then commented on YouTube, you have different usernames. That's going to be tough for me to tell. Like, right? Like, that's not fair.
Comment's a comment.
I guess a comment is a comment. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Run it up. I'm
Yeah.
feeling generous, baby. We'll run it up. All right, 15 comments together on Apple Podcasts and YouTube. If we get, and when I say comments, 15 reviews, we have to have a 5-star rating.
Yes.
Give us a 5-star. And leave a review that says "Crybaby Sanders," and
You can say something nice.
Yeah, you can say nothing nice, but as long as it says "Crybaby Sanders" somewhere in there, that'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
Yep.
And then 15 comments on YouTube that say "Crybaby Sanders." You can also say something nice in there. But
You could also.
I want to thank those guys. I want to thank you again, Colby.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, for being here with us in the leave of absence of Crybaby himself.
Yeah.
And. Man, I don't know what our schedule consists of next week, but doing Tuesday was fun.
Tuesday's a good day.
Tuesday is a good day. I actually am looking forward to being kind of done with this. Not that it's a struggle at all, but just now I have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Don't have to worry about anything.
Show gets out a little
The only thing I got to edit out is the Crybaby Sanders stuff.
Yeah.
So
don't forget.
I won't. I
Do
won't
not
forget.
forget.
I won't forget. So let's get out of here, man.
Yes,
Good
sir.
luck.
See you all.
Lights on the mountain, smoke's on the river. Ain't scared to die, my fingers on the trigger. Yeah, you crossed the line and that's all she wrote. Yeah, you gotta reap the sins that you sow. We're in the